swimsuit competition of Miss Universe pageant is still ready. The actress theater last night. She was flawless, she was superb, she was very chill, she was flawless, she was superb, her performance on the road had more potential, had more potential. For me, I find it
There you have it, guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, Adam G, your online inspirational talk show. It's a beautiful Sunday evening right now, and it will get even more beautiful with my lovely guest right now. And as you can hear, my background song, it's obviously Miss Earth season now. Yes, 91 delegates from around the world will be coming over here to be the next title holder of Miss Earth. Who do you think will be the successor of Destiny Wagner from Belize? And as you have been following me here on my YouTube channel and across my social media platforms, I have been interviewing several of them. And now I'm about to interview one of them. You know what? To be honest, I'm really, really happy that I was given a chance to interview her because I've been following her for the past couple of months now, and she's just such a breath of fresh air in Miss Earth right now. Considering that she hasn't been doing anything major to make us all notice her, but she's really standing out naturally or effortlessly, right? So here she is. I feel like she's the biggest or quiet superstar of Miss Earth this year. Here she is, all the way from South Korea. Please say hello to Miss Earth Korea 2022, Mina Choi. Hi, Mina.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Mina Choi, your 2022 Miss Earth Korea. It's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for the welcoming words. And I'm so excited to be here and a little bit nervous, to be honest.
Really, don't be nervous. I'm here to make you comfortable with my
Thank you.
interview. Promise, I won't put you on the spot. I won't be asking hard hitting questions about you. To be honest,
Okay.
we just couldn't get enough of you. The first time I reposted your video where you were just attending some red carpet events there. Remember that black suit and the tarpaulin is color violet for some event. You were just doing all these cutesy K-pop poses, and then
Oh, yeah, I was
oh my
wearing these
gosh,
signs.
yeah, you already registered so strong to us pageant fans here in
That's really
Manila.
fun. Thank you.
Yeah, so we can't wait to have you here very, very soon. But I am so excited to meet you here in this format. We're gonna get to see you finally in the flesh after 2 years of going virtual. So, how are you feeling with only a few days left before you
I'm actually
visit
very,
Philippines again?
yes, I'm so excited to visit the Philippines again. So this is my second time visiting. So it's very exciting. And at the same time, because I'm competing in a pageant at the moment, I'm very nervous, but excited to meet delegates from all over the world. So it's exciting, but nervous and a lot of packing to do, to be honest.
So, wait. So before we proceed to the packing, So this is your second time here in the Philippines. When was your first time to visit us?
My first time was very brief. It was only for like 3 days, but we were attending a launch show. So, as Miss Korea, so we just attended, and that was very exciting. I didn't get to have Jolie be that day, so I was a little bit disappointed. But this time, I'm hoping to devour it after the competition.
After the competition, so
After the
you
competition,
you
yes.
can't have that
Yes, I
now
gotta
or
be
even.
conscious that I'm still in this pageant, so I will have to take care of my physique a little bit. Yes.
So since you're busy packing now, how many luggages are you bringing in for the competition?
This is totally unintentional, but I have three suitcases in the background here. In total, I'm
Oh
taking
yeah.
three luggages and probably a carry-on. So there's going to be a lot of packing. Yeah. I still
Yeah.
haven't packed a single luggage. I'm still in the process of doing that. Yeah, so it's going to be a very hectic week, busy week, but it's going to be really fun.
Why haven't you packed anything yet? Considering
I
you're about to
know.
leave very, very soon.
I still have a list of things I'm just preparing. I need to receive my dress and all that, so still haven't been packing. But my room has been getting messy for sure with all the things around.
Yeah, you know, someone's commenting here from Facebook user. Let's try to engage some of them in the comment section. The next Miss Earth Facebook
It's
user is
very
saying
awesome.
Miss Earth winner vibes. Yeah. How do you feel? You're getting so many positive feedback as early
I
as now for the
am.
competition.
Yes, I've been actually very flattered by a lot of the supporting words from people all over the world and especially in the Philippines. It's been very flattering and it has been a motivating factor for me to work even harder because it was very unexpected for me in the very beginning. So it's been very overwhelming, but it's energy, that positive energy that I receive in order to even do better. So it's been great. Unexpected, but
Do you
that's the best
yeah.
feeling.
Do you think, I just want to tease you. Do you think it, you're benefiting uh from our from our love for or an affinity for K-pop and K-dramas here in the Philippines?
I hope so because I do know that Sandra Bark, she's very famous in the Philippines as well. So maybe, but I hope people are looking at me and loving me for who I am and the person I'm representing during this competition.
Yeah, in fact, you're already standing out. Last night was the national costume competition on video.
My
And
favorite.
to be honest, you really stood out there
Really?
among the
Thank you.
91 delegates. I don't know if there's something up. Is this hanbok? Is this what you call hanbok?
Yes,
Your
it's a
national
Korean
costume?
traditional costume known as hanbok, and it's a little bit different from the original one because it's white. So this is a little bit modern version of it, where you wear it as a replacement for your wedding gown. Because I'm
You know,
pretty
it,
sure a lot of people have seen hanbok. Traditionally, it's a lot more colorful, red and bold colors.
yes.
This is a fusion a little bit.
Oh, so why did you choose this as your inspiration, or why did you choose this as your costume for this competition?
So to be very honest, I was trying a few hanboks on for my previous photo shoot, and I just looked great in white. So I had to choose this. I just looked a lot better in this white hanbok compared to the red ones.
Oh,
But
you really
I
stood out.
Thank you so much. I'm a little bit disappointed that this time my understanding is that we're not taking our national costumes to the Philippines. So I'm a little bit disappointed about that because I want other people to see hanbok. But instead I am thinking of taking a modernized hanbok. It's a casual wear, but it's a variation of hanbok where you can wear on a daily basis or in a, like a party. So I'm hoping a lot of people could see photos of that or maybe you guys could even see me in person wearing that. So I'm very excited to just showcase that as well.
Yeah, in one of the events here, in one of the
Yes, I'm
auxiliary
so
events
excited.
here. Oh, I
I'm
can't wait.
picking that
Oh,
up tomorrow.
mm, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see you finally in that beautiful outfit that you're planning to wear. So let's engage some of our viewers who are watching us right now. Ralph Sambat is saying you were amazing during the national costume competition last night.
Thank you so much, Raph.
From Adrian Gabita, he says, Malahani Lee ang vibe. Miss Korea is projecting this Honey Lee vibes. You know Honey
That
Lee?
that is the biggest compliment I can receive. That is actually very flattering, and I'm very happy to hear that. I've seen some comments, a lot of people saying that, and it's very flattering because Honey Lee, she's very famous in Korea as of today as well. So that's very flattering. Thank you very much.
From Pearl
Salamat po.
Salva. Oh, you're welcome. How do you say you're welcome in Korean? Kamsamida?
Oh yeah, that's thank you. 감사합니다.
Oh, what
That's
about
thank
you're
you.
welcome?
You're welcome. Do people say you're welcome that much? 감사합니다. Hmm.
Uh,
Wait, I'm thinking. 천만에요.
청만해,
천만해요. 천만에요.
청만해요.
Yes.
청만해요. Oh, I learned something new from my guest today. Can I give a shout out? Oh my God, they're all asking you for requests now. Can I have a shout out from Alexander William? Can you greet him? His name is
Oh,
Alexander William. Go
Alexander
Korea!
William. Yes, you get your shout out. Thank you so much for your support.
I hope Alexander, you get to watch the final, so you'll get to finally meet her in person. You know,
Yes.
from oh, Ralph is saying, "Catch you next time. My break at work is over." Thank you, Ralph, for watching. Thank you
Thank
for
you so
just
much.
stopping
Yes.
by just to get a glimpse of our interview. From Ramil Gopez, yes, this is really true. Great observation. I'm amazed about her communication skills during the interview. Hope you take the crown.
Oh, thank you so much. I actually do have a funny story with my interview if you'd like to hear.
Oh yes, what's that? Yes, let
So,
me share.
during my intelligent judging, I actually had a schedule of fashion shows scheduled in Seattle. So I wasn't actually in Korea, but I was in Seattle in the States. So I had to wake up at 1 a.m., prepare for my interviews, and I had my interviews at 6 a.m. Seattle time. So that was very tiring. And I remember it being very cold. So it was a struggle for me because I was shivering while doing my interview and very tired at the same time. So I was a bit worried that I wouldn't do as well as I thought I would do. But I'm glad people are saying great things about my interview. I'm getting great feedbacks. So it's an honor and very flattering. Thank you.
Considering that you're still shivering when you were doing that,
Oh,
so that explains why. So that explains why you graduate? Did you study abroad? That's why you're fluent in English.
Well, I have a very unique itinerary. So I was actually born in Sydney, Australia. So
Sydney,
I was born
Australia.
yes, Australia. I was born in Australia. I
Oh,
know I don't have a discernible Aussie accent, but I lived abroad most of my life. I was born in Sydney and then lived there till I was 7. And then I moved to Korea, went to Korean school for 5 years, which is why I'm also fluent in Korean. And then I moved to Canada, lived in the States, and lived in China. And then finally, my last destination is studies because I go to university in the States. So that's my final destination. But at the moment, I'm in Korea.
so when was the only time that you went back to Korea? So for most of your time, you were living outside Korea.
So it's a very long story as well. So for elementary school period, so like 5 years, first grade to fifth grade, I was in Korea, went to public school. And then I came back my high school year to attend an international school, which is why my English is fluent and I'm more comfortable with English. But I'd say I'm pretty bilingual because I'm quite good at Korean as well.
All right. So you still know how to speak fluent Korean as well.
Yes, I speak Korean most of the time. So actually, being bilingual is very difficult. You probably have that issue as well
Yeah.
because switching up, you tend to forget some words. Yes. So that's been a little bit challenging, but I think I'm able to manage through.
So your first language that you learned is Korean, or since you were born in Sydney, your first
English,
language English. Oh,
but I spoke
so
Korean. So it was
so
kind of
when you so when you joined Miss Korea, so how was it like? So you were so you were translating everything in English and then speaking
yes.
out in Korean.
So when I first competed in Miss Korea, my Korean wasn't as good as it is right now because I just freshly came from the States. I felt more comfortable speaking English, but you know, because I was competing in Miss Korea, I did want to be good at Korean because our interviews are all in Korean, and I didn't want to seem like as someone that's trying to represent a country that I can't speak our mother tongue. So I did practice a lot with pronunciation. Even though I was fluent, I did want to sound more articulate. So I practiced a lot of that. And right now, I think my Korean's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So hopefully we get to hear more of you in speaking Korean. It's really the craze here in the Philippines. K dramas, K
Really?
pop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We adore anything K-pop and Korean. Yeah. So I think who knows? Alexander Williams is saying it's good to be here watching the future winner of Miss Earth. Definitely excited for her crowning moment.
Thank you so much. 감사합니다.
Did you Have you realized that if ever you do well here in this competition, there's a possibility that you might do a K drama movie? They might get you for a K drama movie, or they might even
Yes.
offer you entertainment projects here in the Philippines since we're into K dramas and K pop.
I think that would be a great opportunity for me, definitely, especially as an environmental activist as well, someone working in the fields of entertainment. That would be a great platform for me to communicate more to people about the current environmental issues. So I think it's something that I want to do, but at the same time, there's a good cause that entails that follows on the side, then I think that's a great opportunity. And
So
I love the Philippines, so I know I would love it.
yeah, for sure you'll definitely enjoy it more and might consider it a second home once you
Yes.
finally set foot
It's
here.
pretty close too, so I'm hoping I can go more often.
Yeah, so since you mentioned about your being an environmental activist, so how did you develop your love for our environment?
Yes, so to be very frank and to be honest, I'm a city girl. I've resided in cities my entire life, but I realized that I found beauty within cities just by going to the nearest parks and nearest rivers. We have somewhere called Han River. I don't know if many people know, but in K dramas, you see a lot of people going to this park and having beer and chicken. That's a spot that I usually go to. And um, to be honest, I'm usually doing extra cardio just biking around. And suddenly I had a moment epiphany that what I'm doing is actually benefiting the environment and making more people bike. So I felt like I had all of a sudden had the power to influence people to be more green. And then I did more studying and I started caring more. And I think that's why I started caring more about the earth. And as someone that has a unique itinerary and that has a cultural rich experience, I felt like I could really use this energy and my experiences to catalyze the process of making a greener world.
What sort of experiences would you like to share to your audience now that you're here in Miss Earth?
Well, when I talk about experiences, it's really cultural experiences because when it comes to combating environmental crisis, it's responsibility of every single person in this world. And having that cultural experience, I'm able to empathize with people better and understand and communicate with people better. So I feel like I can use those qualities in order to bring into collaborate with people and work on this single issue we have, which is at stake. This saving this Mother Earth is at stake right now.
So that's the reason why you joined Miss Korea.
Yes, Miss Korea
That
and Miss Earth.
so were you happy? So do you think you were at the right place at the right time? Because you were first runner up. Had you probably won the top title, would you have gone to Miss Earth? I was
So
thinking out loud now.
yeah, for Miss Korea, only first runner ups and second runner ups usually compete in Miss Earth. And
Yeah.
to be very honest with you, before I compete in Miss Korea, I've looked up videos on Miss Earth and saw Korean representatives. And I felt like I wanted to be there because I could really show what Korea has and communicate better what people know about Korea And honestly, like, yes, I have an American accent, I speak fluent English, but if I can use that as a tool to talk to people and unite people, I think that's the great tool that I have.
So for sure, you were so happy when you won first runner up because that means you're gonna finally get your dream pageant, which is Miss Earth.
Yes, I'd say in
So now
hindsight,
that you're,
I'm
yeah,
very happy that I got first runner up because I'm able to compete in Miss Earth.
wait, where does the top winner go? Which pageant does she go to?
I'm not sure, but it's only first runner ups and second runner ups that compete in international pageants.
Not the top winner.
But I don't know very much about that. Yes.
All right. So now that you're here in Miss Earth, what do you hope to achieve with this platform?
I mean, as I've mentioned before, this is a platform. Miss Earth is an advocacy driven pageant, and it would be a great opportunity. Being Miss Earth means that you're not just a pretty face, but you're someone that is responsible in communicating more to more people about the environment. And I think that's great. So I think that's one of the driving factors that made me want to compete, even work harder in this competition.
So which aspect of the environment are you trying to zero in? Like what are you specifically advocating for our Mother Earth?
So, my advocacy is actually mitigating carbon footprints in urbanized areas through sustainable mobility and promoting lifestyles that we can achieve in order to reduce carbon emission coming from our daily lives. And, when I was asked to state my advocacy before, I was actually thinking, how specific do I really need to be? But I had a realization that our advocacies, when we all put it together, we're trying to communicate just a single message that we need to fight climate change, we need to fight environmental issues, and it's just one single message. But there are just side branches and a lot of things we need to achieve together. So I don't want to say that my advocacy is less important than other people's advocacy because all of our advocacies are so crucial to mitigating global crisis right now.
Yeah. So I assume since you're into what's that? You're into sustainable mobility and promoting lifestyles. So I
Mhm.
assume you don't have a car.
I don't
You're
are
you usually go biking since you love biking during your spare time.
Yes, so it's actually getting pretty in the summertime. I do ride Korea's public bike rental system. I don't own a bike, I just ride the public bike that's out there, which is accessible for every single person that doesn't own a bike. So you don't need to actually purchase your own bikes. And when it's warmer, I usually take those around to commute around the city. But when it's cold, right now, I usually take the public transportation. And what's really great about the public transportation here is that we use natural gas in order to uh, loc to mobilize the buses.
Yeah.
So it's actually great. Yeah,
You know,
and
that's the perks of living in a first world country.
I know,
You
and
know, I mean, I
yes,
wish we could relate there. I mean, are hybrid cars already being sold here in the Philippines? We're still using
yeah.
petroleum based
So
cars.
yes,
Petroleum, cars.
even in Korea, people still use fossil fueled cars, and people around me are all using fossil fueled cars in cities, even till this day. But we do have the technology, right? A lot of places we're always constantly exposed to that. Yes, there's electric cars. Yes, there are hydrogen cars. We have the technology, but what we need right now is adoption and
Yeah.
share of technology and knowledge. And yes, I live in a city and I live in a I live in a developed country, and I feel like it's the responsibility of developed countries to also share that technology and share and help other countries to stand at the forefronts of issues such as this. Because cities emit majority of carbon emission. We are responsible.
So do you think if we, if do you think we can solve climate change if everyone will go hybrid or using these environmental friendly vehicles, or even adopt a healthy of lifestyle of buying a bike and just using it if their destination is just very near from where they live.
Yes, I do believe that if we change to sustainable mobility and renewable energy fuel use mobility, then yes, it will mitigate carbon emission. But it needs to be adopted by a lot of countries, a lot of people. But what we really need to change is, the businesses, the companies that are still incentivized to invest and to use fossil fueled energy. So it's really about incentives in motivating the people with power in order to use greener technology.
So that explains why when we look at your Instagram account, you're always riding the
Yes.
bike. So you're leading by example. Oh, that's
Yes.
nice. See?
To be very honest, I know like just riding a bike on by myself isn't going to have a great impact on reducing carbon emission. It has to be a lot more people. But the fact that I can influence just my friends or my followers to be more green, to go out to walk around your nearest park instead of using a car, then I think that does make a difference. And if I'm making that kind of difference on people, I don't know what to say. That's the greatest thing I can do.
Do you think that those little differences that you're doing, those small little ways that you're doing for our environment is enough to convince big businesses as well to help you combat climate change? Mighty Mikey is asking here.
To be honest, I don't think it's enough. It's not enough. So that's one of the reasons why I want to grow a bigger platform. That's why I need more people to hear my voice. And what's a way to do that is also being a beautiful pageant winner or competing in beauty pageants. I feel like that's what we have, beauty pageants. It's beauties for a cause. So I do feel like the more influence I have on people, the more effect it's going to have. But it's not only going to happen through me, it's also going to be other people influencing each other. It's a collaboration of work. We need unification of people in order to combat this issue. Thank you.
True. A lot of people are impressed by your wit and brilliance in answering environmental questions. Someone
So,
is
yeah, I got so
commenting here,
passionate.
wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can really feel it. And someone is even commenting here, she looks like Sandara Park.
I love Sandra. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Unfortunately, she's already semi-retired in K-pop, right?
I know, but she's still famous in Korea. She's been coming out on a lot of talk shows, so that's been very fun. Yeah.
I get where they're coming from, that they're seeing Sandara in you. Yeah, because Sandara also hardly wears makeup, or if ever she wears one, it's very minimal. She just lets her natural beauty shine. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what we're getting also from you. You hardly wear makeup. You just let your natural beauty shine even more. And
Yeah.
I think you're a perfect fit for Miss Earth, because I don't know if is there a no makeup round for this edition?
Oh, sorry.
Is
Could you
there
repeat that?
is there a no makeup round or face of
Yes,
beauty judging
we do
for
have
this
a
edition?
media face, but um, it's pretty much with no makeup on. But to be very honest, I had a little pimple on the day of that video shoot, so I'm a little bit disappointed. You might
Oh,
spot
you're
that.
such a perfectionist. But I think you'll do well. I mean, have you already been judged for that? I mean, has it already been shown? Because I feel like you also do well in that segment of the competition.
Not
Because
yet.
just
It's coming out soon, though.
yeah, for sure you'll definitely stand out again because of how you look, even without makeup. That's stunning. And I think Miss Earth digs for girls like you, someone who is effortlessly or a natural beauty.
Oh, thank you so much. That means the world to me. Thank you very much. I'm having
Um,
so much fun with our talk. This is so
oh
fun.
yeah, me too. I'm enjoying, but as much as I want to talk to you more, we're talking for almost half an hour now, so I
I
better wrap
know.
this up. Um, From Alvin Lusok, who's your favorite Miss Earth title holder?
My favorite is actually, I do not want to pronounce her name wrong, but Pu Vietnam. Do you recall
Oh, what's her
Pu?
name? Pongkan. Some some. Wait, I don't know her whole name, but but her nickname is Pongkan, like the orange. Yeah,
Oh,
Pongkan. Pongkan. Yeah, Pongkan. Yeah,
yes.
am I
How do you
pronouncing it
pronounce?
right? Pongkan? I don't know.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, she's really beautiful. You know, I think she's the first Vietnamese Alpha 4 title holder. And after she won the first Miss Earth crown for her country, all the succeeding pageants started crowning Vietnam. I don't know. She's a
Really?
trailblazer. Yeah,
That's
she's really
amazing.
beautiful. She's really beautiful. So, the reason why I asked that because Alvin Locke is saying, "Wow, I am liking her already." She's projecting this Lindsay Coffee vibe.
I love her as well. She's intelligent and so beautiful. So I have actually looked at a lot of her videos that she uploads on YouTube and Instagram, and that's one of the ways I've been, studying as well. Because what she's teaching is really matters and things that other Miss Earth delegates should be knowledgeable about. So I've been actually referencing a lot of her videos. She's absolutely gorgeous and intelligent. I love her. I do love her.
Yeah, I think she's the most beautiful and eloquent Miss Earth title holder that the Miss Earth has ever produced. Like she's
Yeah.
such an iconic beauty queen. Like she's the standard or benchmark of everyone who would like to follow her footsteps.
And she's
Right?
also well spoken, which is amazing.
Yeah.
The way she talks is very eloquent as well. So I've been really admiring that.
And we see that in you as well. We see those qualities in you
Oh
as
no,
well.
you're
Seriously.
being too nice. You're being too nice. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
though.
So, um, former Miss Earth, since you've been here to the Philippines before and probably must have networked with some of, our big personalities here. Former Miss Koreas always faltered because of lack of support in terms of gowns, etc. Are there plans for you to collaborate with any Filipino designers for your
Unfortunately,
competition?
I didn't have anyone I could really communicate with in between. So I am receiving help from a Korean designer for my dress. But I would
All
love
right.
to.
So,
I would love to
all
try
right.
pains.
So, who knows? Who knows? Probably once you come here, do you need help with some of your wardrobe? Because we could really help. We could. Some of our designers are willing to help you for free, if should you be asking for one, if ever.
That would be great. But I would probably also have to talk with my team as well.
Oh, you have a team in place. All right. So from Raleigh, she is studying in one of the universities of Illinois, USA. It's no wonder she speaks fluently in English. I will not be surprised if she gets crowned Miss Earth. Mighty Mike is saying again.
No,
Um,
you
there's a
guys are too.
question here from Miko. Um, oh, is this true? The main winner of Miss Korea only focuses on charity work.
Yes.
So if I were
Usually.
a Korean, if I okay, go ahead. That's
Oh no,
interesting.
no,
I find
sorry.
it
You
very
go
interesting.
first. No, sorry for
No, you
cutting
go
you off.
first. You're my guest. No, you're my guest.
Sorry, I'm just reading the question again. Yes, usually Miss Korea, the winner, and other first runner-up and second runner-ups. Usually, we do a lot of service works within, so it's like a pretty local charity events we usually participate in.
So wait, that's very interesting. The main winner doesn't go international, but her
Yes,
runner-ups do.
she would do
So
so
if
well.
I
But,
so so if I were a Korean girl, I would ho- I would hope that I would get crowned as first runner-up so that I could compete internationally.
hopefully,
That's a very interesting.
yes, that
Uh,
is. But if people are
yeah.
looking up to me and competing in Miss Korea, that would that would be great for me as well. I love that idea because we just had our 2022 Miss Korea competition as well, and a lot of the delegates from other cities were telling me that they looked up to me, and that made me feel so proud. So hopefully in Miss Earth, I can make that kind of change as well.
There is something about Miss Korea right now. I really love her. Um, last few guys, we're up. I'm so sorry, but we have to wrap this up because we're almost hitting 40 minutes, and I was only given 30 minutes to interview her. So there's just so many outpouring of love and support for you, even if you haven't come in yet here in the Philippines. So
I'm so
you
excited
know,
to.
do you kind of feel pressured to do well because of all
Um,
these outpouring of love and support?
no, at first I was kind of startled by it, but right now it's been a very supporting energy, very positive energy I've been receiving from people. So if anything, it's very motivating and makes me want to work harder. And that's the only thing. I wish I could do better and show you guys that I'm doing well and make you guys proud. That's the only thing that matters. Yeah.
Because Because the reason I asked that question is because the last time a Korean did so well in Miss Earth was back in 2013. What's
Could
her name? Katrina
Kathleen,
Choi?
could,
Kath.
yes,
Yeah. Same surname as yours? Yeah.
yes,
So
Choi.
she's half Brazilian, half Korean, I remember.
Yes, yes.
2013. Yeah. So it has been a long time since then. Do you think you would be the next Korean to make it big in Miss Earth?
I'm hoping so. I'll put in that much effort.
All right, as my last question.
Oh, I'm seeing one of the comments. I did want to bring this into light, but
Okay.
one of the comments said, Miss Earth Korea, 안녕하세요. My deepest sympathy to all the victims of Itaewon tragedy. And
Oh
I don't
yeah.
Yes, I actually live nearby Itaewon, so it's very close to my house, and it's a usually very cultural place. So I go there almost every single day when I was in high school, and as an adult, that's a go-to place spot for me when I have my friends around in Korea. So I hope everyone can send their condolences to Korea. And many international lives were also taken away that day from 13 different countries. In total, 26 foreigners, their lives were also taken away. So I hope everyone can send their prayers to Korea. Yeah.
Yeah, my prayers and thoughts with all the families of
Yes.
those people who got unfortunately victimized or got killed in the stampede. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
harrowing. They're just out there going to celebrate Halloween, but in the process,
Exactly.
they lost their lives. So that's super heartbreaking.
Yeah, there's been a lot of tragic events happening. Even in India, there was that bridge fall as well. So I think, we really do need to share some love with people instead of hatred. So I hope we can all
Yeah.
do that
And
today. That's your homework of the day. Share some love to the people around you because you never know what's going to happen.
because life is short.
Yes,
Yeah. All right. So on that note,
we do have to
there's
wrap
so
it.
much. Yeah. There's no doubt that everyone just adores you. There's no doubt that you're one to watch out here in Miss Earth. You're being considered as one of the best candidates from Asia alone. So there's just so much anticipation for about you once you finally set foot here in the Philippines. So as my last question, and with all the fans of yours watching us right now, this is my ultimate question. Why should you be the next Miss Earth?
Well, as I've said, like throughout the entire interview, I do believe I have what it takes to be Miss Earth because, when it comes to combating environmental issues, what we need is an international collaboration of minds. And as someone that has cultural rich experiences from living in Sydney to the States, Canada, Shanghai, China, and finally my home country, Korea, I think I can really fight at the forefront of voicing this issue to more people. Not only informing people, but really influencing people to care more about our environment. And I feel like Miss Earth, that title, will help that process. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you. You're welcome. When you answer, it doesn't feel rehearsed. It really comes from the heart. You
Thank
know,
you.
you don't sound preachy. You don't, you don't give out passion patty answers. Everything is so organic and genuine.
Yeah,
And I
I
think
think
that's your asset.
yes, I think it's very important for me. One quality that I really like about myself is that I tend to be very genuine and I try to stay as authentic as possible. And I hope that's, even it might be a little bit different from the normal pageant way, that's how I want to communicate with people. And I want that to be a quality that people really like about me. So if you like that,
Oh
I'm
my
so happy to hear that.
Oh my God. I can't wait to finally meet you in person. My gosh, I'll take a photo with you once I finally see you next week. Yeah, for the press
Yes.
presentation. So, for sure, even the chaperones of Miss Earth, who I feel are the ones who I feel are the real judges of the competition, will surely love you and can have good work, but will definitely be reporting good words. Will have nothing but good words for you once they report to their bosses in Carousel Productions. So if I'm already stunned and blown away by your caliber and how likable you are here right now, the way you're projecting in this virtual interview, how much more in person. So definitely we couldn't, hide our excitement as
Aw,
the day
you're
comes you're
you're
finally
making
becoming
you're
happy.
making me feel so emotional. Thank you.
Yeah, because they really love girls like you. I can really see it now, as early as now. They'll really, really appreciate your brand of beauty. So, on that note, thank you so much again for gracing or making the time and effort in doing this interview. I had so much fun getting to know you. Thank you so much for making me happy and all the fans here, to almost the 100 people watching us right now. So happy about who you are and what you represent or stand for here in Miss Earth.
Thank you so much, Adam, for having me. This is my first, live interview, so it's been. I was so nervous at first, but I ended up having so much fun, and I had a lot of takeaways. So thank you so much for having me. It's been
And
truly
thank
an
you
honor. Yes.
and thank you to your best friend Yana Fuentes for making this possible. Thank you,
Yeah.
Yana. If ever you're watching, you're the unsung hero of this interview. This would not have been possible without your help in connecting me with the one and only beautiful Mina right here. So virtual hugs and kisses all the way from my office here in Manila right now. For the meantime, mwah. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
We're doing hearts. Yeah.
Yes. This originated from you guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye, Mina. See you soon.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Mahal ka namin. Good night. Bye.